Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Sassy. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for your kind words and understanding about Conversations with Sassy having to be cancelled last week. Rick's feeling a lot better, and we do have him scheduled to come back on in April. I cannot remember the date off my head. Top of my head, but it will obviously be advertised, so don't you worry. We will be having Rick back on now that he's feeling better. But tonight, we have the amazing TikTok content creator, Lord Cunter. He's been on TikTok. I mean, I discovered him on TikTok maybe about November, December time. He's got a huge following. He does really funny TikToks content. And he's also recently started on Twitch. So we will be getting into that with him in a second. Hello, Stephen. Welcome. So before we bring on our wonderful guest, why don't we have a quick look and learn a little bit more about Lord Cunt?
Hi, my name's Lord Cunt, and welcome to my Twitch stream. Come over and join me on Twitch. Going to be trying to stream 3, 4, 5 nights a week, playing some Call of Duty, Rocket League, GTA, and whatever the fuck we want. Kia! Fuck! Why did I do that?
Totally useless fact you didn't need to know. But fuck it, I'm gonna tell you anyway. McDonald's once made a bubblegum flavoured broccoli. Scotland has 221 words for snow. Samsung tests phone's durability with a butt-shaped robot. Peanuts aren't technically a nut. Armadillo shells are fucking bulletproof. Firefighters use a wetting agent to make water wetter. The longest English word is 189,819 letters long. There is such a thing as being too horny. Well, I have to let you Google more on that one. Chianta! Facts about your Today let's talk about growers and showers. If you're a shower, hashtag blessed, you look large and in charge at all fucking moments. But unfortunately, that's pretty much it. When you become a it does not grow much. However, for growers, there's a fucking big difference between A to B. It's like watching a mole rat climb out a fucking hole. Now, on average, 4 out of 5 men are actually growers. And quite often than not, a grower will grow bigger than a shower could ever be. It's nature's way of bringing a bit of equality to size. So the lesson to be learnt today? Never judge a until you've seen it hard. Chianta!
And here he is, Lord Cunter!
Hello, cunts. You're alright?
Do you know what? I am not ashamed to say at 40 years old, there are things that I have learned from your TikToks, including the grower and shower one. And like, they're just always so factual. Those ones. Where do you come up for, like, where do you literally sit on Google and find out this information?
I come up with an idea first. You know, we was actually watching something on telly about that growers and showers. And it was one of those sex medical kind of programs.
All right, yeah.
And one of the blokes mentioned he was a grower, and that was it. I just had the idea, but then I had to actually learn some actual information about growers and showers. And yeah, once I've learned it, I've then got to memorise it because I can't be reading while I'm driving.
Yeah.
So I do sometimes get facts wrong, especially when I'm talking about percentages. But close as.
Yeah, I mean, as well, it's to remember that kind of stuff as well. Do you sometimes sit there and think, what am I doing with my life? Like, I'm sat here memorizing penis facts or boob facts, like.
Yeah. People at work get annoyed because they're talking about something. Can I go, interesting fact about that? I'll tell them some random thing about a dick.
Nice. Also, if anyone has any questions for Lord Cunt, please put them in the chat and my lovely mods will pick them up for our Q&A section at the end. But right now we're going to move on to the first segment, which is Get to Know You. Conversations with Sassy. Let's get to know you. So, get another beer ready. So how did you get started on TikTok? Like I said, I found you around, I think November, December time. So sort of how long have you been on the platform for?
It was about April last year, my first account. That account was I was just filming stuff and putting it on there. You know, it had no pattern to it. It was all random. And then I did this one video called UK Slang, where I would teach American slang words, but I'd actually give them a fake meaning.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, and then I carried on doing that, and that picked up. And then I started chucking my random stuff on it, like, you know, I'd build something in the garden, and people kept commenting, going, you know, this account's a bit confusing. Well, 1 minute you're calling everyone a cunt, and the next minute you're building a patio set.
Yeah.
And I thought, right, that's it. I've got to move content between channels. And and that was where that started.
No, it's hard because that's something I struggle with, because obviously I advertise the chat show and that's my only really Twitch related content every week, and then I do funny stuff or body positivity stuff, and at the moment TikTok's got no idea where to put me, so I've tried now just focusing on the body positivity stuff.
You do need to stick to one thing on your channel, definitely.
Yeah, I mean that's just sort of what I've tried to do at the moment. But I mean, you were talking about your content earlier, like how do you actually come up with the content ideas? I know, like you said, that one was like watching a TV show.
Yeah, so I like to film at least 3 videos a day. It's getting a little bit easier because I can look through my comments now and come up with an idea from them.
Yeah.
You know, so somebody will ask me a question and then I'll make a video from it. Like today I put facts about your balls, and somebody's commented on there saying, can you do one for the women?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't know exactly what I do yet, but I'll pinpoint a part of the body and then learn as much as I can about it, but then try and say it in a funny way. Because there's a lot of people doing fact videos out there. It's trying to make them a bit more interesting.
But that's the thing, because there's medical professionals as well on TikTok who are giving, like, saying, oh, this is really interesting about the brain and stuff. But I think the thing that's very appealing about your content is you're just a normal bloke delivering facts just in a sort of easily digestible way. You know, we're not overcomplicating it. You know, so like everyone can just sort of understand what you're saying, and it's also done in a humorous way, which means I think sometimes the delivery of it comes across better than if someone's a professional, and it can, like, I don't know, like it comes across stuffy sometimes. And it's, you know what I mean? You almost feel like you're being, a teacher's talking to me. Whereas when it's you, it's almost like a mate's talking to you and going, oh, by the way, like down the pub, oh, by the way, I found out this interesting fact about balls the other day. Do you want to hear it? Yeah, all right, Darren, what is it? You know, like, it's just that kind of,
yeah. No idea, yeah.
And I think that's why, like, people sort of find it so relatable, to be honest. I mean, how big's your following now on TikTok? Because I've lost count.
I can check. 2 secs. I don't like looking at numbers.
Hello, Crumpsy Pools. And yes, we are talking about balls. I know it's your favourite subject.
I'm 1 follower away from 775,000.
Wow.
So yeah, 1 more follower.
Go on, Crumps. Go follow Lord Cunter. Be the 1 follower. Push him over the line. Crumps has just got started on TikTok. Bless him. So.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, he's part of the Cunt Army. Yes, you are, Crumps. Yes, you are.
Oh, excellent.
Cunt Army for life. That's the hashtag.
Cunt Army for life.
So, did you expect, like, you're obviously saying about how at first you're branding, you know, you were sort of deciding which direction to go in. Like, were you surprised at the amount of people willing to get behind the sort of Cunt Army banner, you know, and did you think, like, because that word can be quite offensive to some people, were you actually surprised at the amount of people that just brought into it and sort of everything that went with it?
Not surprised by the amount, but I didn't think TikTok would allow me to get to that amount. There's probably more people out there that love the word than hate the word. And yeah, I was just very lucky that they haven't got a problem with the word cunt. It's just when you're actually showing something sexual or talking about something sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're fine with swear words.
Fun fact. Hey Mars, hope you're well. Fun fact, Twitch has a problem with the word cunt, even when you spell it with a K.
Oh, really?
Because when I was trying to update my stream title for the last couple of days for this, and it kept saying not allowed, so I literally had to put Lord K. My guest tonight is Lord K, because even if I spaced out the word cunt, it wouldn't let me, because it just got auto-modded. So yeah.
When I first started on Twitch, everyone commenting in the chat section, it was muting every single person until I eventually approved every single way you could spell the word cunt.
Do you know, I'm a mod for the Titan, and his favourite word is cunt, and pretty much 98% of mine, and Stephen, my mod is his mod as well, 98% of our job is approving different variants of the word cunt every single day on his channel. Yeah. Like, it's like, you're a cunt ho, cunt bit, you know, you're just there going approve on auto mod. Like that's literally all I do, is I have it up on one screen and I'll be doing something else on another screen, and I'm just there like going click. I was like, for fuck's sake, just come on.
And even if they spell like Kuntah, you approve that. The next person, they put 3 H's on the end.
Yeah.
Then you've got to prove that one, and it keeps going on and on and on.
But yeah, like I said, right, I'm not a pro streamer, and I'm really bad. I forgot to update the exclamation links for Lord Cunt's socials, but his socials are just below my face, so you can see there you've got his Twitch, TikTok, Twitter and Instagram. The lovely Stephen got them, so go check him out. And if Stephen can cover my arse and actually maybe please go get the actual links that are re-clickable in chat, I will buy you a Freddo Frog, even though they cost 45 fucking p now. Thank you. No. Love you. Oh yeah, I pay my mods in Freddo Frogs. It costs me a fortune.
What about the caramel ones?
Those are like 55p now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a joke.
I know.
Pay 10p for them, 15 for the caramel.
Those were the days. Everyone's now losing their shit about the Freddo Frogs. I know. Crazy. So, was it back in November you're actually banned from TikTok lives, and how did that happen?
I don't know. I was live, and then I got a notification saying that you've been banned, and that was it. Nothing happened. All I can assume is somebody weren't happy with me saying cunt, reported me for nudity, because that's the only category that's close to it.
Yeah.
And then they just ban you. They don't even ask you to prove it or appeal it. That's it. You're just banned for good.
No, well, obviously, you know, like my guest, who was going to be my guest last week, Rick, you know, he obviously just had his account banned at like 136k followers.
The account or the lives?
The whole account. He lost his whole account. Yeah. You know, and that was, you know, he does positivity content. He does the occasional thirst traps to lead people to his OnlyFans, which is, but it's all, you know, the occasional videos get taken down. But like you said, someone obviously took offense, and he's had now to start from scratch again on TikTok.
Yeah. It's not easy.
It's not, you know, and I found it a really, and when I say interesting, I mean in a kind of annoying, frustrating way, platform compared to, say, Twitter and Instagram, because not only is the algorithm very hit and miss, but then there are, like you said, you know, there are people who are my size doing body positivity videos getting banned for nudity, yet they'll let a slimmer person in a thong with their butt cheeks hanging out, they let that video go and get 2-3 million likes.
Yep.
So it's almost like they try and push the content they want.
That will work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's marketing.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but it ain't fair.
No. But it's almost like they want a certain image on the platform. And if you, like, you know, a guy screaming the word cunt and someone who's a normal body shape dancing around isn't like that idealized societal standard, they're like, you know, that's what I found sort of with TikTok myself.
No, you're right. There are very professional creators on there, good ones. And they're the people that when you download TikTok want you to see first. Yeah. If you open up the app and the first person you see is me calling you a cunt, you might never go back on it again.
Yeah.
So they need to make sure they keep their app to a certain level.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm trying to mute down my language a bit, but without not being me.
Yeah, I mean, I struggle with that on Twitch because obviously you see family-friendly streamers. Obviously, I wouldn't say they fare better, but they're more. They've got a better, they appeal to a bigger audience being
Yeah.
family-friendly. But then I'm myself, and I tried doing family-friendly for 20 minutes, and it was the worst 20 minutes of my life. Try not to swear, like, because it's just my natural reaction. Like, if I'm playing a game and something happens, I instantly say "fuck, shit, cock, bollock," like.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, but then it doesn't make you marketable. You're not going to have a sponsor coming in wanting to sponsor you if you're if you're like screaming the word cunt all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's have a look. Are you lot still going on about the Freddo frogs? All I can see is what the fuck in the chat. Yeah. So you started on Twitch in December, if I remember rightly. Like, how did that all sort of come about?
I think it's the 31st of December. I think. I don't know actually. I had a few people on my TikTok asking me what my Twitch was. I didn't even know what a Twitch was. And I've always played games with my mates and that, and I thought, well, sorry, I learned what Twitch was. I mean, you were one of the first people that kind of.
Yeah, I was going to say I messaged you about it.
Yeah, you messaged me, and then another person, Pinup Gamer, she messaged me, and then I had a few other helpers, a guy named Oliver, Raw, Jello, and a few others. It was a group of people, and like you all gave me a bit of information each, and from that I learned what I was doing quite quickly. And then once I got the moderators on board, and they really run it for me as well, and it just built up fairly quickly. Say in the first month we hit just over 1,000. 2 months, 2,000.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. The growth you've had, 2-3 months now? I can't count. 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. I mean, I remember you made affiliate in, what was it, 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah, it might have been less than that, about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks. But yeah, that's amazing. Like, I made affiliate in 6 weeks, and even by that standard was sort of quite quick, because I know some people are grinding for 6 months, a year, and still... but I mean, I think that's the advantage when you come from another platform. You've already got that, because there's no discoverability on Twitch. You already have that viewership, even though it's really hard to get people to cross platforms.
Mm-hmm. I think that like the 2,000 I've got, I'd say the majority of them found me on TikTok and have come over here, but they're already Twitch users. I only know of one person on my stream who actually said, I signed up for Twitch to watch you.
Yeah.
And that's what you need more of, more people doing that.
Yeah, it's hard. I feel because people don't know about Twitch and they think it's mainly gamers. And I think sometimes people feel like if they're not part of it, you're kind of almost trying to get into a clique, like, I don't know if I'll fit in. But it's like, actually, if you just sign up, and there's something for everyone on Twitch. Like, that's why I love it. Like, I don't watch regular TV anymore. I just, you can find podcasts, you can find pretty much any game, like retro games. If you think, oh man, I really miss the original GTA, like you'll see someone will be streaming it, or original Mario, or if you want to see the latest new hot game. And, I think that's like the great thing about it. There's always...
It's like a trailer.
Yeah.
You see the gameplay.
Yeah, but like you said, it's really hard because, as well, TikTok's I class TikTok like Tinder. It's a very sort of swipe, like a quick hit of entertainment, and then you're done. Whereas Twitch is more, it's the actual opposite end, I think, of, you can sit there and someone might stream for 10, 12 hours, so you're asking for complete different levels of engagement. From your viewer. So it's a hard one, isn't it, to try and get that viewership over. But
you got to keep their engagement as well. I mean, TikTok, you've got 60 seconds to do it, where on here, if you're playing for an hour, you've got to keep that energy up for an hour.
Yeah,
because as soon as you start going quiet and losing interest in the game, your numbers will start dropping.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem I had. Like, you know, I played one game and I really enjoyed it, and then I got to a point where I actually hated it, and I just couldn't find a game until I found Sea of Thieves that I really got into. So I'm just at that point now where I'll play Sea of Thieves. I love that game. So whether I got one viewer, I think we talked about this the other day, like whether I got one
Yeah.
viewer or 10 viewers, like I'm still, at least I'm enjoying myself rather than sat there being miserable because I'm playing Fall Guys, because everyone was playing Fall Guys and I'm getting angry. I did a U. I kept breaking my controller because that game absolutely made me rage. I'm lucky I had any monitors left after that game.
I think that's the only thing I haven't punched so far is a monitor.
I can't afford to punch it. I really can't. I mean, Minnie loves Fall Guys. I let her play it now. She's like, "Do you want to play?" And I'm like, "No, it's a trigger. I can't." But your content as well on Twitch, it's more you as yourself, as Darren, isn't it? Rather than, you know, because your TikTok's Lord Cunt, as we saw, is you pretty much driving around and screaming in your car.
Yeah,
was that like a conscious decision to sort of separate the two?
Yeah. See, that person is more my drunk self. Even though I'm not drunk when I'm driving, but that's the persona I give when I've had a lot to drink.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm down the pub, I'm that loud, I'm shouty. You know, I'm always saying inappropriate stuff. And then on Twitch, I can't keep that up sober for a long period of time. So I kind of just jumped in it straight away, being myself.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to watch me being me like this, I can't do that, so it won't work.
Yeah.
But luckily, you know, they don't have a problem with it. They understand that they're both me, but they're different sides.
Yeah. But I mean, that's,
So, yeah.
you know, I've always, you know, when I started streaming, I was very much, because I've done acting in the past, I approached Sassy like a character. So I was like, okay, you know, let's make this an exaggerated version of myself, like the more confident part, the inappropriate, like, hey, I'll shine your balls, like during marbles, you know, get your balls shine, boys, kind of thing. But then over time, I just kind of ended up merging more and more of myself. And I thought, actually, I don't have to say wildly inappropriate things all the time just to get viewers. Like, if people don't want to stay because I'm not making cock and ball jokes every 2 minutes, then that's sort of up to them. Because I just couldn't, like you said, I couldn't keep it up. I just want to be myself at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I've nearly fallen asleep while streaming before.
I mean,
yeah, I think it was Saturday night. I was drunk, I was tired, and Saturday nights we sometimes go to like 4 o'clock in the morning.
like, I think I popped in for a bit, didn't I? Before I put Minnie to bed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really wanted to keep it going. We were getting to about midnight, and I'm slumped down in my chair. It's my eyes like half on the screen, trying to keep awake, and I had to call it in the end.
Well, this is the thing. So it's important to, as a content creator, to have self-care time as well, because, you know, for yourself and just away from doing content, because otherwise you end up getting so burned out and you end up sort of resenting it a little bit in the end. Also, don't forget, people, put your questions in chat and one of my lovely mods will pick them up for our Q&A section. You can also find Lord Cunt's details of all his social medias, I couldn't even think of the word then, below where I am. So he's got Twitch, TikTok, Instagram and Twitter. I'm sorry I do not have the links in chat. I am very unprepared today. I'm hoping Stephen will save me, but I think he's gone off to play Valheim. Bless him. So in regards to TikTok, obviously banning some of the more inappropriate content, haven't you recently started an OnlyFans? Not a nude one, people, not a nude one. Don't get excited. But to sort of showcase that more mature content that's not allowed.
Yeah, I have done. I haven't done a lot of work on it yet. I've got a few videos up on there. Well, I started it because I thought I had loads of story to tell, but most of them I've already told and got away with on TikTok. So I'm actually currently rethinking the idea at the moment if I'm going to continue with that one or not.
Yeah.
Because I think, because with the OnlyFans, like the idea of charging people and that, I think I'd rather try and work out a way of telling those stories, but in a way that I won't get banned on TikTok.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And then people can have it for free rather than charge them. Also, thank you, Wilkins, for your sub. 9 months. Does that mean we've made a baby together? I think it does. Yeah, Stephen, sorry. I forgot to update my Nightbot because Minnie and I were playing Fall Guys earlier. with the exclamation guest and the clickable links. So if you could put some clickable links to Lord Cunter's social medias, I will love you forever and pay you in Freddo Frogs. Thank you. Thank you. I'd literally be lost without Stephen. He does everything. He does everything for me.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I've got the same type of guy. I'm in the middle of a game and I need to do something. I'm just like, can you please do it for me?
Yeah, he does all my graphics. He sorts me out. And yeah, we will be answering questions in the Q&A section, but the lovely Stephen will put it down on our super linky spreadsheet. So, but I get what you mean about the OnlyFans, because I've put content on there, not nude content. And it's really hard because the minute you say to people, oh, here's a link to my OnlyFans, they're all like, OnlyFans, you know, and there's such a stigma around it as well. And it's just it's a really hard platform to try and push content on. Yeah. Unless you are doing what people expect you to do on it, which is what I found. So,
before I did it, I had a link on my in my bio on TikTok called me OnlyFans before I had one, but it actually took them to another website where it basically said, haha, gutted. And it counted up how many people actually clicked it, and we had nearly 2,000 people.
Yeah, I so didn't click on that.
But that was before I knew it wasn't just for nudes.
Yeah. I know, but that's what I mean. Like it's I mean, I've got complete respect for anyone who does it. You know, like obviously I know a few people who do it, but you know, personally it's not for me, and I'm now having to look at, should I maybe look at another platform like Patreon, which if you say to someone, oh, I've got a Patreon, that sounds a lot better and more, especially when it's not that expected content. Yeah. See, and you could do that. Can't army on Patreon, you know, merchandise. There you go, giving you ideas.
I've joined it. I don't actually understand what it is yet, though. I haven't actually spent any time on there.
Oh, we'll talk about it afterwards.
No.
So look at this. Hooking you up. You were also raising money to get your teeth fixed. Did the outpouring of generosity and support that you had from people, like how did that make you feel?
Weird. Didn't expect it. You know, just a normal person making stupid videos every day.
Yeah.
And then especially January just, you know, donations started coming in out of nowhere. I never asked for them, but they were coming. I've kind of put like a back burner on that now, because where I've got the I can't remember what you call them now. They're like, they rebuild your teeth. They're not veneers.
All right, yeah. That's the word I was thinking of, was veneers, but I couldn't think of the other one.
Yeah. So I've had this cosmetic bonding, I think it's called.
Right, yeah.
My teeth are fine now. They look all right, and they'll stay this way for a while, but they're not very strong. So I still want to try and get that 15k to do that. But I'm kind of taking a back burner on it, because I don't want everyone to just assume, oh, this is the guy that always needs money for his teeth.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So now I've kind of got to a level where I'm happy with them. Just kind of take a back burner on the whole teeth talk.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll give it 6 months and I'll start bringing it up again. But yeah, I was amazed by the response and generosity of people.
Yeah, because I never got from your videos like that you were begging for the money. You were just like, this is what I want to do, and it's something that might happen a couple of years in the future. Like that's what I took from your videos, and I just think it's amazing the fact that, you know, people just thought, you know what, we want to get you to this place kind of now, rather than you having to wait, because, you know, feeling, you know, like you said, like you've said before about you've never really smiled before and stuff, like it's just such everyone deserves to feel confident when they look in the mirror. So for me personally, I thought that was like a wonderful sort of show of support and sort of positivity for you.
Yeah, I think the only thing I ever said about it really was, I want to make that money off of TikTok. I want TikTok to pay for them. And all I need from you, if you can just make sure you like, comment and share the videos, that makes me more money from TikTok.
Yeah.
So that was what I was asking for. But yeah, a lot of people were like, you know, how about I'll just give you some?
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm kind of with them, because, like, you know, Stephen can attest. He like yesterday, he'd do a stream and he'd put test stream, don't click, and I'll click on it. And he's like, well, what are you doing here? I told you not to click on it. And I was like, you can't tell me what to do. And I think sometimes when you kind of say that to people, like, I want you to do this, they'll be like, that's great, here, have money. Yeah. Like,
yeah, but I'm still saving all the money that I make from Twitch and TikTok. And then, you know, as I said, I'll give it about 6 months and I'll kind of update people where we are and start bringing it up again.
Yeah, that would be good. I mean, Stephen's just saying he got an implant tooth and it cost him like $2,000 for one bloody tooth.
Yeah, and I need 2 of them. But I ain't worrying about them just yet.
No. I mean, I had 2 teeth out within 3 weeks of each other in September, and I chose to have them pulled because it was cheaper. And I mean, even that alone was like almost £600.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, I had to save up for that one.
Yeah, I paid about $2,500 on a root canal. Then about 6 weeks later, I ended up losing that tooth and having to pay another £50 to have it taken out.
Oh, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
No, dental work's not really cheap.
Yeah, there have been some questions in chat, Stephen. I haven't scrolled down to see if you've put. Oh, you have. Sorry, ignore me. Ignore me. You're doing great. Look at me. I'm micromanaging my mods. I'm sorry. But the other thing I really like about your content is you've got all the humorous side, and then you do talk very candidly about mental health issues, and created the character of Darren. You're obviously Darren, but you kind of created that split of, you know, you're talking to yourself. So like Lord Cunt's talking to Darren, and the two sides of personality. Like, where, you know, was that a conscious decision, or was that something that naturally came from people's comments?
Yeah, I was doing the Lord Cunt, and then there was a couple of videos, especially when you talk about my teeth or mental health, and I was just doing them like I am now.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to do this, but basically, if you watch my video, sometimes I'm flipped this way, sometimes I'm flipped this way.
Yeah.
And someone commented, I see what you're doing. When you're Darren, you're always on the right. And when you're Lord Cunt, you're on the left. And I thought, well, that's not what I'm doing, but I'm going to do that from now on.
Thanks for the idea.
And then in one video, I was talking, and I can't remember what video it was now, but I had to use both sides of the car in one video to kind of flip so you could tell it was 2 different people.
Yeah.
And someone wrote, you got 2 steering wheels in your car.
Yeah, I remember that comment. Yeah.
And that was it. I went off with it. I use it.
Yeah. No, but
as I said earlier, a lot of the content ideas come from the comments.
But the thing is, I had the exact same question, but I didn't want to ask it and seem like I was really thick. So I was like, I'll just sit and wait for someone else. But I did figure out it was the camera thing at the end. But for me personally, I think it works really well because obviously the Lord Cunt character is the, you know, outrageous. I'm going to tell you these facts about your balls and your penis and all this sort of stuff. And then when you talk about mental health, I think it's really good to be like, okay, well, this is Darren. He lives inside Lord Cunt. You know, this is actually what goes on. And I think it's really good to show those 2 different sides. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that you've got me, fam, and the Wizzly Wozzly. Yo, I'm down with the kids. I'm not
getting used to it.
I'm not middle-aged.
If I was to come up on your news feed, eventually you should be able to tell what type of video it is. Depending on which side of the car I'm on. Yeah,
well, that's good as well. You know, it's like, especially for people when you're scrolling, you know, through your For You page and stuff, you can kind of, if I see you sat there with your sunglasses on this side, I'm like, oh, it's that video.
Yeah, doors around.
Yeah. I still found it funny when you had the really bad snow there a couple of weeks ago and you were sat in your car filming and your wife came out and was like filming you shouting in the car because like you couldn't get the car off the drive.
I had to film that day. I would have normally left it, but I had a few cameos to do. And you only have 4 days to complete them or you lose them. So I had to get in the car that day and I thought, while I'm in there, I'll film a couple of TikToks. And then, as I'm shouting, like, the snow was still on my windscreen. Yeah. But I could see, like, a shadow getting closer, and I thought, oh, yeah, who's that? There's she with her phone out.
Oh, it was really funny, though. Stephen says he's not down with the kids. I know. You should be. You're younger than me. But one of my favourite content ideas that you've done is... A lot of people know in chat I've done a lot of stupid things when I'm drunk. And they've also known that I've confessed a few to Irish Moses on his confessional, which we shall never speak of again. But you have made, I saw number 62. Lord Hunter's made 62 parts of stupid things he's done while drunk. And he just posted number 62 today. Like, how many drunk stories do you have left?
I never thought I had a problem. I've got loads. And it like, I'm 32. Excuse me. I've been drinking since I was, I don't know, 14, 15. You know, on average, once a week growing up. You know, that's a lot. And to only so far have 62 stories, I don't think that's that many over 15 years.
No.
You know, and I'm not done yet. And at the beginning of those drunk stories as well, I was trying to fit 3 or 4 into one video.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to spread out one story, give you the whole story instead of just like a little snippet.
Yeah, because I remember, like you said, the early videos, there was always like 2 or 3 things. But it's not so much the drunk stories; it's the completely outrageous stuff that seems to gravitate towards you when you're drunk. Like, I made a comment on one of your drunk story videos, and even today it's still getting likes, and I must have had over 500 likes on it. And it was the one where you saw a lady on the street and you were walking home drunk, and you decided to walk her home. And, you know, I commented, what a gentleman, making sure the lady got home safe. Of course, she was a prostitute, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just...
I remember that night.
But you know, but that's what I mean. And it's just like, it's one of those things where it seems like it always happens to you. It just seems like...
Yeah. I'd say just a lot of years drinking, a lot of funny stories. If I was sober, to be honest, I probably would have completely ignored her.
Yeah.
Only because I was drunk enough to have the confidence to think, oh, you know, I should go make sure that's, you know, talk to you and all that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's like everyone though, isn't it? Like, especially as women, the amount of bathroom conversations we have, like we become best friends with each other in the bathroom in the space of 5 minutes, and we've told each other everything about our boyfriends, love life, sex life, who we've got drama with in the club right now. You know, like that's always like the best bits of getting drunk in a night out.
Yeah, I can't wait to go out again.
It's going to be so good. I really think, and if they haven't now, you know, I'm sure you have, but I feel like police forces and stuff over the UK, they literally need to be geared up and ready for June 21st, because I saw someone say June 21st is going to be like Freshers Week for everyone in the UK. Like, I think it's going to be messy.
Yes, it's. I mean, beer gardens open up April 12th, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm booking the 13th off work.
Nice.
I'm going to that beer garden. I'm staying there till they close.
Well, funny enough, my mod Wilkins, her birthday's April the 11th, so she was like typical. They open the beer gardens the day after my birthday because
still celebrate it a day late.
Well, that's what I said, you know. But obviously, it's you know, for March and April babies like her, it's obviously their second lockdown that they've had. So
yeah, sad.
Yeah, I mean, I was February baby, so I was lucky.
I was all right.
I know, yeah. I got to go out for a nice meal last year with my friends just before the lockdown, so I was quite lucky. Little did I know it would be the only time that I'd go out and do something social. But no, like June 21st, I think it would be really good, and I'm just looking forward to I think everyone is now. You just want to go out and enjoy the summer and do lots of fun stuff.
My friend just texted me saying, I'm going to make sure we get alcohol poisoning and shit ourselves.
I mean, to be fair, if it doesn't end like that, then I think you're doing something wrong. Like, honestly, after 18 months of it. I mean, I personally, I don't partake in the drink anymore because when I do, bad things happen. So.
Well, funny things happen to me. I'm quite lucky. It's very rarely bad stuff happens. I've had a few bad ones, but I don't normally tell them in the stories because they're not funny.
Yeah. I know, mine aren't bad. Mine aren't bad. Mine are just like, I get proper Larry. And just things like that, you know. And I have a habit of like ruining my life and
okay.
You know, like when you tell people you really care about to like F off and stuff like that. And
yeah, I lost a very close friend of mine a few months back. But his own fault, but I nearly hit him because of it.
Yeah.
You know, if I weren't drunk, I probably wouldn't have done that. But I spoke to a few people afterwards. I said I was in the right. I should have actually hit him, they said. But I was still with myself enough to know, like, not to do it.
Yeah. No,
But
I know.
it's one downside to when you've had a drink. You can lose your emotions can be heightened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is with me, like, I was a proper party girl, like, you know, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago, obviously in my 20s. So I'm almost at the stage where I've done it. I don't feel like I'll still go out and have a drink and have a good time, but I'm like, why would I want to spend 60 or 70 quid on getting drunk when I can use that money for me and Minnie to go on a nice holiday? Or do you know what I mean? Like, I just, that's the way my brain works. And I think it's just a getting old thing. Like, I just think of better things I can spend the money on. But yeah, I am partial to a good cocktail. I like. So yeah.
Yeah, so I do like what I call a woman's drink. Me and my mate Jamie one night down the Queen's Head, I actually told my wife I'd only be about an hour. She ended up picking us up about 2 a.m.
That doesn't surprise me.
I know we drank a lot, but I didn't know how much. We was doing rounds. I'd buy a round, he'd buy a round. I was paying cash and he was paying by card. Anyway, when she picked us up, I'm all over the place. I'm probably the most drunk I'd been in a long time. And the next day, my mate texted me going, "Do you know how much we drank last night?" I went, "I haven't got a clue." He went, "There's 44 transactions on my card."
Oh my God.
I said, "We drank 44 double gin." He went, "No, I brought 44. You brought 44."
Oh my God.
And that's why we were so drunk.
But I wouldn't be surprised after 88 double gins.
I mean, that's probably what? It's probably only about a bottle or two of gin.
Yeah.
And, you don't get a lot for your money in a pub, but still.
And also they water it down a bit, I think. So some of them do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we drank them dry that night.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, I act surprised, but, in my day, yeah. I'm the person, if you ever want to know what type of drunk person I'm the person who will be there going, shots, everyone, shots, let's get the shots. And the person goes, oh no, I'm not going to drink much. I'm like, yeah, you're going to have a shot. I am the is it the instigator? Like, I basically make every person drink. I get everyone drunk and I just line them all up and I'll make everyone do at least 4 or 5 shots each. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be there, whiskey, rum, vodka, cocktails, have it all.
When you get a good group of people with you, if I've got 7 or 8 people, I won't ask them, but I will buy the first round of drinks. That way I know if I buy the first round, they're all got to buy a round. It means we're getting at least 8 or 9 drinks in that night.
That's pretty much what I do. Because I think if I buy a couple of rounds of shots, then they're going to all feel obliged that they have to buy at least 1 round of shots. So I'm like, that would be about 10 or 12 shots deep. And then... Because shots are always the ones that sort of finish people off, or especially when you're like, should we do tequila? Get tequilas on the go? Yeah, cheeky tequilas.
You only do shots though when you're already drunk.
Well,
I do anyway.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, but I normally bring them out after everyone's had their first or second drink, because some people only have 2 drinks and go home. So I feel like after the second drink is a good time to sort of throw them in the mix.
Yeah.
You've just sent me a text. Is it a text on my telephone or is it... Because I can't check Discord, but it's not super urgent. Let me check my telephone, Stephen. You're being ominous. No worries. I got you. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. There we go. Mod issues. But with your TikTok, what are your plans sort of going forward? And with your Twitch as well? Or do you have any plans?
No, carry on doing what I'm doing. I don't want to do anything that takes too much of my time up. I'm happy with the current level. At first it was quite hard to balance having a bit of a life and coming up with the ideas, editing the videos and all of that. But I finally got a good balance. I've set my streaming days to so many days a week. I know what days I'm doing what. And yeah, for now, because I've got an actual job as well, I have to make sure my new life doesn't interfere with that life.
Yeah.
Because this can all go away in a heartbeat. If they take down TikTok tomorrow, it's all gone.
Yeah.
So I've got to make sure my job's still there at the end of the day. And I was kind of letting that slack a little bit, at the beginning. I was getting a bit excited about everything going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for the time being, I'm just going to stay on the same path I am at the moment.
No, but I think that's a good thing because me personally, like I used to stream 4 days a week, and the sepsis left me with a bit with a fatigue disorder,
Mhm.
and it was just too much, being a single parent as well, and schooling and everything like that. So, I cut down to 3 days a week, and even though it doesn't seem like a lot, it's actually quite manageable for my life, because obviously with the chat show there's stuff I do in the background, and that takes up a day or two of work that I have to do in the background. So, and like you said, now I've started getting on TikTok, I have to allow time to make content for TikTok. So
Mhm.
you actually, it's one of the things, like when you see people trying to make it big in streaming, and they're like, oh, I stream for 12 hours a day, 5 or 7 days a week, and I can't get the viewership. It's like, well, it's because you're not putting time and effort. Like,
You need to get them to you.
yeah, exactly. It's like you
Yeah,
have to try and build on other platforms like
yeah.
YouTube, YouTube first, TikTok, Twitter, they're the main ones, and then obviously Insta, because there's no discoverability on Twitch.
No, not unless you need people to share as well. If they can share your platform and all of that, that's the only way. The only way on Twitch.
Mm.
Yeah, unless you can get them to come to you.
Yeah, I mean, like my 1 year Twitch anniversary is on Tuesday, so
Mhm.
you know, I'm happy with the growth I've had in a year. Like, there are people who've had bigger growth in a year, and that's fine. And there are people who haven't even made affiliate in a year. Like, I don't look at it in terms of, oh, we're all competing against each other or it's a
Mhm.
competition. Like, the way I looked at it is, I've looked back, because at the moment I'm classed as self-employed doing this, and I've made X amount of money in the last year, and I thought, you know what though, I'm really proud of that. It might not be a lot of money, but that's still
Mhm.
more than if I just sat and not done
Yeah,
anything. Like, at
better than
least I'm
better
doing
than nothing.
something that's excites me and keep getting my creative juices going. And do you know what I mean? Like, it helps, like,
Yeah.
with the mental health side as well, rather than just sort of going, oh, I'm just going to sit and watch Deal or No Deal every day. Not that there's anything wrong with Deal or No Deal. I don't even know if that's still on TV. I got
Oh,
no
good
idea.
lord.
I got no idea if that's still on TV. But it's just something that sort of just gets your brain ticking over a bit. And
Yeah, keep yourself busy.
yeah, but I mean, like
Yeah.
I'm once the kind of medical side gets sorted, I'm going to be looking for a part-time job, because it's just nice to have that stability of income, and that will always
Yeah.
come first. And I think it's better keeping stuff like this as a hobby, because you end up enjoying it more and there's less pressure.
Yeah. If you had to do this for a full-time job, that you can't plan anything out.
No.
I was self-employed for 9 years, and every year was completely different to the next. It can be up or it could be down,
Yeah.
and you can't make any long-term plans.
No, it's stressful. It's really
Yeah,
stressful. Like,
yeah, I can imagine.
my dad was being self-employed his whole life, and like you said, some years you'd have really good years, and then other years would be really bad, and and especially with here, you never know, because it's different month to month. So someone could sub
Mhm.
to you for 1 month or 8 months, but then they might not sub to you ever again, or they might have a gap because of financial reasons, or you just,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And like you said with TikTok, they're banning everyone at the moment, even people who haven't
they
done
are.
anything wrong. So you never
I
know
know.
when that's going to disappear.
I think I've been very lucky on TikTok. I'm not sure why they haven't done it. It might be because of the amount of complaints I've sent them over the past few months. I message them every day.
They're like, hi, it's me again.
Yeah, they just ignore me now. They won't even talk to me.
But I mean, like I said, I know other creators, and once again, these are only fan creators, a
Mm.
male and female, and they've had to make multiple accounts, and even the multiple accounts are being banned over and over, because the same people are just sat there who's got nothing better to do than just report against the person. And it's just like,
That's the annoying
get a
thing.
life. Get a
You
life,
know,
people.
how many people do you reckon don't like Bella Porch, for example, and report her every day? But TikTok won't do anything about that.
Mm.
But yet, someone like me or you, if someone reports a video, they just take it down straight away.
Yeah.
I'm hoping when you get to X amount of followers, they start taking like these reports a bit more serious.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so anyway. But the amount of people I've heard that when they reach 1 million followers, that's when TikTok starts to investigate your account, and that's where it could all go downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend on TikTok recently. I don't know if you know Super Lit Mario.
No, I don't know that one.
No, yeah, he got to 1 million followers, had his account taken down.
No.
He got it back, but they took all his videos off.
Well,
So he was very good.
Well, that's what really shocked me with like Rick and his content. Like he had 138k followers. You know, like I said, a lot of his stuff was body positivity or just tongue-in-cheek jokes, like cheeky jokes and stuff. And that's like, it was like almost a year's worth of content, you know, like 3 or 4 videos a day. And that's just all gone now.
Yeah.
And I think he's back up to maybe 2,200 people, but that's nowhere near what he had, and you never know if you're going to get any of those people back again.
Yeah, I've got a backup account, and although I've got like 750,000 on one, I haven't even got 10,000 of those over to my backup account yet. It is near impossible to get people to come over to it.
Yeah. But I know as well, sometimes TikTok take down the backup accounts for people, so you have to be careful as well, because if they suddenly see a lot of people going over there. So yeah, that's what I mean. I'm still learning the ins and outs of TikTok, and it's just
very hard market. I think the worst part of TikTok is not losing your
shit.
Your motivation, because my first I don't know 90 videos were shit. But well, they did shit.
Yeah.
And then you just need one video to do well, and after that was when attraction picked up.
Yeah.
If I'd have put the first 10, 15 videos up and they did shit and I just gave up, it would have got nowhere. And people I've said this to, like, you've got to keep chucking shit at it.
You said that to me.
Yeah, don't stick.
Your wise words of wisdom were just keep throwing shit at the wall and one day something will stick. And then when that one sticks, just keep doing that.
Yeah, keep doing that until no one wants to see it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I've done things and you can tell when people get bored of it. You keep doing the same thing. And stupid thing I've done when drunk, people keep telling me that's their favourite series. But yeah, every time I put one up, it does worse than the previous.
Really?
Yeah, I think, you know, people are just a bit bored of that now. There are other people that love it. That's the only reason I do it. You know, there might only be 2,000 or 3,000 people that still enjoy it, but they're the reason I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody else might see it. It might be the first one they've seen, and they'll be like, "Oh, number 62," and then they might actually go through my account then to find the others.
Yeah, which once again is boosting your channel if they're going through and liking each one. Yeah, no, it's like I said, I find it interesting. Like at the moment, the one video I'm filming every day and posting every day is I'm trying to get to 1K followers, because I'd like to be able to do I'd like to try and do lives on TikTok. We'll see how long it will be till I get banned doing lives. So I'm literally just doing the same dance like every day, and I'm just like, do you know what? Other people do it. I'm just going to do the stupid dance. Like, I'm not really a dancey person, but I was like, I'm going to do the stupid dance every day until I hit 1K.
And are you finding you gain a few a day?
I find it's my most liked video.
Yeah, that's good.
Every day it will be my most liked video out of every, and it's just ridiculous. Like, and I'll do like, I love like the comedy stuff and this, that, and the other, because I get to use my acting skills. That on duets. No, they just want to see the stupid dance.
Yeah. So have you ever put these up on your TikTok?
No, I am going to. I've got 4 more guests, and then for the because I have 12 guests a series is kind of what I've planned it. So once I've finished a series, I'm gonna do highlights, because I don't have a lot of time in the week in between each, because I'm trying to get ready for the next guest. I don't have enough time to go back and highlight stuff. So it's something. That's my main trouble, is I don't have time. But obviously Minnie's been home and we're homeschooling, whereas when she goes back to school next week, I'm going to gain those 6 hours a day of a quiet house. Of a quiet house. I got to say it quiet. She's upstairs. Love you. I do love her. No, but you know, do you know what I mean? It's hard when you're trying to focus on something, and then obviously it's like, no. Yes. So no, that is. I'm getting better at clipping my Twitch stream. So if I stream on a Tuesday, on the Wednesday I'll go back and clip it, and on a Friday I'll clip my Thursday stream. But yeah, this is the one thing I actually haven't done yet. But like I said, I'm trying not to put too much Twitch content on TikTok, because I'm a body positivity ambassador for the Bearded Titan. So I'm trying to make my TikTok body positivity, curvy talk, and positivity hashtags.
Yeah, you could have a second one going, though, and call it Conversations with Sassy.
Yeah, see, I was thinking that, but then I was like, do I really want to run to TikTok? And then I was like, who would actually come? Because
you've got the people that have been in your episodes. You've got a chance of gaining their followers because they might want to come over to you to then watch these interviews that they didn't get to see live.
Yeah, but then it's hard because what do you highlight in the 1 minute?
Yeah, that is going to be the hard. And then you've got to watch the whole thing back to find out what you're going to highlight.
Yeah. Stephen's just said more like thick talk. I know, right? Thick thighs save lives, mate. Stephen has a sickness for the thickness. His wife is very beautiful, curvy lady. We like curvy talk here. Dad bods, fluffy guys. Evening, Mike 3. How are we? Got all the mics in tonight. I call my mods Mikes because the majority of them are actually called Mike. And Wilkins, who is female, she actually changed her name to Mike. And then I've ranked them in order of who's my favourite Mike. So...
My mate just messaged me saying down with the thickness.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be down with the thickness.
Oh.
Right, now that we've got to know you, we're going to move on to our next segment, which is the quick fire question round. Quick fire questions. Pew pew. So, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a variety of questions. They're the same questions I asked every guest every week. And you just have to answer, boom, straight away. First thing that comes into your head.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Who is your hero?
Batman.
Oh, that is a good question. If you could eat any food right now, what would it be?
Pizza.
Are you a morning or night person?
No, that was a lie. Night.
If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Monkey.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Big, round beard.
What's your favourite movie quote?
I like life is like a box of chocolates.
If a movie was made of your life, what would it be called?
Jurassic Park.
When you dance, you look like...
The monkey.
What is your lifelong dream?
To drive a car to space.
Hard or soft?
Pardon?
Hard or soft?
Soft.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
12.
One thing you've always wanted to do?
Drive. Fuck's sake.
What's your favourite word in the English language?
What's my favourite what?
Word in the English language. Do you know what? That's been the most popular answer so far. What's the first thing you notice about someone you're attracted to?
Teeth.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Good answer. If you could choose a nickname, what would it be?
Beard Fuff.
What's your least... What's your
hard to say, like the first thing that comes to your brain.
What's your least favourite type of music?
Swing.
If you could have any superhero power, what would it be?
Flying.
All-time favourite game?
GTA.
Cup of tea or a cup of coffee?
Coffee.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
What makes you angry?
Oh, annoying people.
Cat or dog person?
Dog.
Fast or slow?
Slow.
Favourite season?
June.
Someone please clip that. What would you...
got away with it then?
I was just like, try and play it cool, but no. What would you never do?
What would I what?
What would you never do?
Oh, swim in the ocean.
What time is it?
12:07:02.
Best compliment you've received?
Nice beard.
What was your first job?
Gardener.
What would your drag queen name be?
Ooh, lady cunt.
Finish this sentence. Sassy is...
Sandwich.
Oh, thank you.
It's really hard. But that was the first word that came out of my mouth. Oh,
I'm glad to know that you think of me as a sandwich.
sandwich. Oh.
Stephen says, lol, close.
Oh, my mate just messaged saying, nice cock.
Oh, dear. That was so funny. June. And that was the end of quickfire question round.
No, good.
Oh, it's just a nice quick way for people to get to know you a little bit quicker. If you have any questions for Lord Cunt, then please put them in the chat and my lovely mods will pick them up and put them on the super duper spreadsheet. We do have questions for you, so we're going to move on to the audience Q&A. Audience Q&A. You need to pee? Well, go on then. Go pee, and I'll go back to.
All right.
I'll keep
2 seconds.
I'll keep chat entertained. So, how are my mics getting on? Are you doing well? How are my mics? Yeah, good. I'm glad you're good, mic 3. Are you feeling all right now, Stephen? Oh, but if you need to shoot off, you know, don't feel like you have to stay, because I don't want you to be unwell. I've got your message that you've done. So if you're not already following Lord Cunt, here is his socials.
And here is him.
And here is him. There he is. So yeah, Stephen, if you're not feeling well, mate, don't feel like you have to stay. I got this. I promise I won't set fire to anything before before you know, when you go. And Stephen's clipped your favourite season.
Oh, great.
June. So which season is June?
Summer?
Yes. I know what you meant.
It's the middle of the year. That's what I meant to say.
I know. No worries, Stephen. You don't have to be reliable all the time. It's fine. We're in the chilled section now of the chat show. So we do have some audience questions already that my lovely mods have been compiling. So the first one is from Zanot. I think your mod. I don't know.
Exonit.
Exonit, thank you. It's my dyslexia. I'm so sorry. I can't pronounce things properly. It says, how long does Lord plan to be streaming?
Oh, I don't have a plan. I guess until it stops working, if you know what I mean, like until it dies off. If that ever happens.
Yeah, well, I think it's like we said earlier. It's something you do. You know, if it's as long as it's enjoyable, and when it stops being enjoyable is normally when you kind of don't do it.
yeah. But I think, you know, even if I wasn't doing it for the streamers, the viewers, if I'm playing a game with a friend, I might as well stream it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes something really funny happens and you wish you could have recorded that moment.
Yeah.
And with the stream, you can always go back to it.
I know. I'm trying to get in the habit because Stephen and Wilkins and I will play Sea of Thieves sometimes off stream. And like you said, really funny stuff happens sometimes off stream, but then it never happens on stream. So I'm trying to get in the habit of recording it on OBS while we're playing like offline. Because, some funny shit goes down. So the next question is also from Exonit. It says, I've personally found 10, 25, 30, 40 and 50k follower celebrations, but what are his plans for 1 million followers?
Oh, I don't really know. I'm thinking something to do with my car. And I was talking to someone at work about getting a giant gold vinyl sticker made up for my car that just says my name on it, Lord Cunt.
Yeah,
Just something really big and cringy.
that would be good. That would be
Yeah,
good.
it's an idea. I haven't actually made my mind up yet. I think I've got a good couple of months yet.
And welcome, Matthew. Yes, you are allowed to swear. I am an adult channel, so no under 18. So we allow all variants of swear words like cunt, fuck, bollocks, but we do not condone bullying or inappropriate sense of humour. You know what I mean? The bad stuff. Yes, come to, as Stephen says, cunt away, my good man. Yes, you're in good company. You're in good company. But no, I mean, obviously, you know, like I said, I'm trying to get to my 1K followers, and you know, I'm here like I've spent three months and I'm like 300 and something followers, and I thought like, oh, and it's almost like my Twitch anniversary on Tuesday. I was like, shall I do anything big and flashy? But at the end of the day, it's also kind of like money, isn't it? It's kind of like,
That's the issue. And then,
you know,
one video can take me anywhere from, well, I have to film. Well, I have to think of what I'm going to film.
yeah,
Then I have to film it. Then I have to edit it. In total, a 60-second video can take up to an hour.
yeah,
Just for then it to do shit.
mm.
Or TikTok take it down.
Yeah.
And my worry about going too big and spending, well, I should spend some money and make a really good video. But my worry is I do all that effort, money and time just for TikTok to go, nah, don't like that one.
No. But I mean, that's where I struggle is I don't, you know, everyone says plan your content. And I'm very much like, I want to do this, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm very much more spontaneous. Like, I can't sit there and go, oh, I have a journal of all these great ideas. Like, that's just not how my brain, I don't have the attention span for that. You know, I'm very much like, I come across a sound and I think, oh, I saw someone do it this way, but actually I think I can do it in this way that's a bit funnier. And yeah.
Some of my best videos are actually ones that weren't planned. Normally when I finish filming, I think I've got another 10 minutes till I get to work. And I'll put the camera on and just waffle on about something. And more often than not, they're my better videos when I just do something random. Like the one, I don't know if you ever saw the one where, what was it? Either you love the word cunt or you hate the word cunt.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, that one, there was no plan to that. I was just turn the camera on and that's the first thing that come up my mouth. And that was one of my first good videos.
Yeah, but that was really good because you were just you were talking about, like we were saying earlier, about the word and, you know, how some people find it offensive, but then actually you've built a whole following based on that word, you know. Yeah. So actually there's, you know, the fact you have X amount of people who get behind that word and will happily go, you know, cunt army for life. Like, you know, it just sort of shows the difference.
Yeah, trying to give a meaning to the word as well.
Yeah.
You know, we've kind of gone from just saying the word cunt to actually trying to put a meaning behind it. The amount of videos I get tagged in, normally like bullying posts. And they would tag me in them, like using the cunt army hashtag as well, to try and bring people over to, normally you try and report it to get it taken down. One I got tagged in today, this kid was taking a mick out of people with Tourette's.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was summon some people over there, just got everyone. You can't do much other than report it.
Yeah.
I got enough people to report it to get it taken down.
Yeah.
And that's the idea of the word, to try to bring like a community together.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen just said Thor, the person we both mod for, could be ambassador for the cunt army because he says it so much. But it's like I explained to you the other day, like Thor comes from Aldershot where I was brought, you know, we brought up quite close to each other. And, you know, that's a term of endearment. Like, that's literally how you greet people. You just go, all right, cunt, how's it going? Like, and then when I moved here when I was 12, yeah, you don't say that. You don't say that, especially in school to your teacher, because you get in trouble, you know. And it was just, for me, it was such a shock. And I'm like, what? But yeah, apparently it's offensive. It's offensive in North Somerset, people. Aldershot, the Australia of England. Yes. But hey, there's nothing wrong with Australia, Stephen. Nothing wrong with Australia. Got me toy boy there. Don't you start dissing Australia. But the next question comes from my lovely mod, Stephen. He says, you seem like a down-to-earth person. Do you have a specific routine that keeps you chilled out?
No, I don't think so. I get stressed and I'm impatient. and if something's not going my way, I get the uneasy. I normally just take myself away. When I know when I'm doing it now, I didn't used to, but especially at work, I can tell when I'm in a bad mood and other people are working it out.
Yeah.
I find the best thing to do is fake a smile. Eventually, you actually do end up smiling.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok video and it really made me angry because it worked, and it said if you feel down, it said just fake laugh, and then so people there going ha 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 ha, and then they actually started laughing. And I was watching it and I was feeling a bit down, and I tried it, and then I actually started laughing. I was like, God damn it. It's like I was just like angry. It's like I don't want to be angry. I want to be miserable.
You don't want to be happy right now.
That's the one. I don't want to be happy. But it does. Like you said, it does work. So yeah, I get you. Oh, I'm with you on that one. I kind of have the same mentality. So Exonit asked another question. It said, "What support have you received that you found the most helpful?"
Well, not his.
Oh, come on. Like he works hard. He works hard in the background, bless him. We've been communicating the last few days about advertising for this. So
yeah, I know. I like Oliver. Oliver's he's the one that's always there. I've got a few. All my mods are good, but he never misses a stream.
He's your Stephen, because my Stephen, yeah.
He's always there. He's the front mod. Like he's the one who's on the chat all the time. If I'm like right now, if I was doing this, he would be on the chat talking to people because he knows I can't.
Yeah.
He's that one. And then I've got another guy named Raw. This PC I'm on right now, he built it for me and shipped it to me.
Oh, bless him.
Because my streams kept crashing. My cameras kept freezing. It was really tough and really stressful.
Yeah.
And he kept sending me bits and stuff. And I think he just thought, right, well, if I can get you a decent computer, you'll be able to then make that money for your teeth.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. I've got another guy named Jello. When I first started, he's another one of my mods. And he taught me a lot of the stuff I use on Twitch now.
Yeah.
He's active on there, not as active as Oliver, but he was the one who gave me a lot of knowledge to understand the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really got any help so much on TikTok. That I kind of had to work out on my own.
Yeah, I did do that as well.
As time goes on, you do get to meet some people who have kind of gone through it all. I mentioned earlier, like that Super Lit Mario. He's over 1 million followers. I've had a bit of advice off of him, and I've sent him a few things. And have you seen the Shitbox series, Jack McNeil?
No, haven't seen those. No.
Oh, he done amazing. I met him when he had about 100,000 followers, and in about 3 weeks, he's now got over 1 million.
Wow.
Mm.
But this is what I mean. People can blow up so fast on TikTok, like overnight. I saw one lovely girl, like she had a very small following, and she literally just posted a TikTok going, this lockdown's been lonely. I'm just looking. Is there anyone who wants to be my friend? I like gaming, comic books, blah 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 blah. And then overnight, she had like 100K followers.
Yeah,
and that's it. And she just blew up like that, And I think that's the positive side of TikTok that I absolutely love. But then obviously, like we've discussed before, there's the complete toxic side as well.
Do you remember Trish? Get out my mum's car.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the meme? Get out my mum's car.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm friends with her on there.
Oh.
She's got a million plus followers, but some of her videos, she's lucky to get 300 views.
Yeah.
And she's verified on there as well. It goes to show you, it doesn't matter if people know who you are. It doesn't matter if you're verified. If they don't like your content, that's that.
Yeah. Speaking of, that is the one thing that's winding me up is the amount of creators, and I'm probably going to put some noses out of joint, but it's just my opinion. So suck my dick. But people who go, oh, I think I'm shadow banned. Can you guys like and comment my content? It's like if people aren't liking or viewing, you're swiping past your content, it's because they don't want to like it or comment on it.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I've mentioned before, I said,
and I've seen so many creators do it, and it's really pissing me off. It's just work harder at your content. I know my content shit. That's why it's not getting the views. Come on.
I've said at the end of my videos a couple of times, if you like seeing my stuff, make sure you like it to keep me on your For You page.
Mm.
But I think that's as far as you can say without it coming across as in begging.
Yeah, but these videos are purposely like whining about, oh, I think I've been shadow banned, guys, and it's like, well, talking with other TikTok content creators, like everybody's views have been down recently. So that's obviously something to do with an algorithm change.
Yeah, there has been one for this month.
Yeah.
It's only meant to be for the month.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I know a lot of creators obviously had their views down and stuff. And so it's like, be more entertaining.
There's a lot of people doing the same stuff. I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need to find something a little bit different.
Well, some of the people complaining, and I'm not judging. But they're sort of, maybe they're just sat on their sofa, and then it's like, I'm going to use the funny face filter and use a trending sound, and I'm going to use the trending sound in the same way that 100K, if you look at the sound, it tells you how many people have made the video. So if you see like 11K people have made the video and they've done it in the same way, and then you're making the same video with the same facial expressions, why would anyone click on that? It's not original. There's a way you can use a trending sound or a filter or start something and do it in a slightly different way or a more interesting way, like today. And it was harder than I thought it would be. I'd done that video snap challenge, where you take 3 pictures of you like really quickly. I haven't uploaded it yet. Oh, it's really hard. You literally get a 3-second countdown, and then it's like you take 1 picture and then you have like 5 seconds and it counts down. And so you try and create these cool pictures where there's 3 of you.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool, but I was a little bit stressed. It wasn't as easy as I thought it would be, because you see other creators, they make it look easy. But
yeah, I don't really do the trends and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to use the filter anyway, and then it happens to be trending at the moment. So I thought, well, might as well. And I'm not saying mine's amazing, but I just, I thought, well, how can I do this in a way that's going to be engaging and funny? Like,
yeah,
So that's what you've got to do. And like Stephen said, if you have any questions, then feel free to pop them in the chat. But I do have another question from this lovely gentleman called Exonit. He says, are there any creators that you plan to collaborate with in the future?
Well, that Jack McNeil I mentioned a little while ago with Boris, he's already said that, if it weren't for COVID, I wanted to go for a drive in Boris and do something in his car. Super Lit Mario, another one. We said we're going out for a beer when it's all done. Probably film something while I'm with him. And if I ever get over to America, I'd like to do a video with Bar None. I don't know if you know Bar None.
No, I don't know that one.
I'd never heard of him either. He's basically the American version of me. His videos are all about saying like Trump. Yeah, people kept tagging him in my videos, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" Went and watched him, and I was like, "Right, that's why people keep tagging him. He's basically me, but out there."
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, it's funny the people that you meet on the platform. Like, I mean, I can't even remember the first people who came up on my For You page. But at first, it was like bearded dad bods, and then the algorithm goes, "Oh, you like bearded dad bods? Well, and then all of a sudden, all this content, and then somewhere in that mix was like your content." So I don't know if you ever had used a hashtag beard or something on there, but like it's just funny how all of a sudden you stop seeing TikTok, certain content.
TikTok kind of make your algorithm for you. Like I don't know whether they have people watching it or their AI is just that smart. They will be able to put me under the category as like beard, male, dad. They get all that information. It's like when you signed up for TikTok, it never asked you if you were male or female.
No.
But yet it tells me that I've got 53% male followers.
Yeah.
So they do somehow take this information from you to put that in other people's feeds. Very clever.
Yeah. I think they must monitor comments, and if you're posting videos, maybe facial recognition. Okay, guys, probably. We're being watched by the government.
One of my videos, I ended up on Gay Tock, Peg Tock, and Kink Tock for about a month.
No,
I don't know
really?
what video it was. Yeah, it was one of the ones I did, and then I realised when I was looking through the comments, a lot of the people commenting were like, are gay or into pegging and kinks and all of that. And yeah, before I knew it, that was my TikTok for about a month.
What, you ended up on TikTok?
Yeah, it was very, very, very weird TikTok, and I'm looking at it thinking, how do you get away with this? Yeah, I say cunt, you take my video down.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, I'm on the peripheral of kink talk. Just you know, like, no comment. But that's obviously because, like I said, some of the people I follow do OnlyFans. So when they do thirst traps, obviously that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Stop judging me. But yeah, like you said, I did a video, a body positivity one, and I was just like hashtag BBW, body positivity, curvy TikTok. I woke up the next morning and all of a sudden I got loads of likes and followers, and I'd hit it. It had hit Australian TikTok of all places. Like it had hit like curvy TikTok in Australia, and I was like, why not here? Like why there? But it introduced me to my current person I'm dating. So my lovely Australian toy boy. So it's funny. It's funny how sort of things work out like that. Like how the algorithm was just like, we don't think you're good enough for curvy TikTok in the UK, but what we'll do is we'll showcase you on the other side of the world. But
yeah, I remember when I hit the Australians, they were like, "What? Why is everyone finding the word cunt so offensive?" It's not a bad word over there in any sense.
No, obviously, like, that was one of the first discussions sort of we had. It was just like, so do you find swearing offensive? I was like, absolutely not. I was like, I swear like a sailor. It's fine. The next question comes from Exonit. It said, who's your favourite character to be, Lord Cunt or Darren?
Probably at the moment, Lord Cunt, because where I'm not going out drinking and having that fun, I still get to spend some time portraying that character. But I imagine as time goes on, I will slowly try and transform it more over to me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. I'd like to be able to upload a video being honest or talking about something I want to talk about, and that do well than me having to shout cunt every single time. Because some videos, I'm trying to talk about something, it's not appropriate to shout cunt in it.
Yeah.
And I'll post it and I'll get 10 comments straight away going, oh, what, no cunt?
I think
that's not the point I was trying to get you to take from the video.
I think that's one of the not one of the problems, but it's sort of like you've almost backed yourself into a kind of stereotype of yourself of, this is my niche, this is what I do, so that's what people come to see you for. So you kind of have to do it.
There is a nice chunk of people who do actually want to talk about me and know more about me, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the majority of those 700,000 don't care about them type of things. They just want the joke, the funny parts, but which I enjoy doing as well.
But then, maybe that's a side that you could take to Twitch by maybe doing a podcast, something like this, where it's actually you're just yourself and you're having, you're just sort of saying like, hey, I'm here, who wants to talk about men's mental health, or let's just have a coffee and a chat, who needs someone to talk to. You could just use the platform like that. I mean, I've been thinking about I used to do a Wellbeing Wednesday with my real life friend, Owen, who is on next week, by the way. You'll see the advertisement at the end of the show. He's a health health and well-being practitioner. So deals with men's mental health, trauma, anything, anxiety, depression, things like that. And people found it so beneficial during the first lockdown, like our weekly Wellbeing Wednesday, just to have that safe space, just to kind of just drop in. And he and I would just be talking. So we'd go, okay, this week we're going to talk about trauma and how that presents. And people just liked, even if they didn't necessarily speak, like we would both get messages afterwards from people saying, I was lurking in your chat and actually I realized that this happened to me and blah, 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 blah. And then we could like direct them to the resources to sort of help them. But I do think it's hard because you obviously want to talk about the serious stuff. And it's just like, someone, say cunt! Like, you know, everyone stood there going, when are you going to say cunt?
I'll get it while I'm driving now. I'm driving down the road. And I just hear someone go, cunt! And I was like, ugh. It makes me jump every time. I had a lorry nearly run me off the road a few weeks ago.
I can imagine that you're just being a supermarket. You just hear from another, oh, like, Clienta! Like,
I had a bloke message me on Instagram. He went, I've got a funny story. You're going to want to hear it. So I was like, all right, then what is it? He said, I was in a supermarket and I saw you. So I opened up a packet of toilet roll and lobbed it at your head and then called you a cunt. But it wasn't you. I would have said, oh, that would have been funny. I said, if it was me, I would have found that funny. He lives somewhere up north. No chance that being me.
Oh, that's hilarious. And thank you, Zach, for the follow. Much appreciated. So the next question we have, let me just scroll up the chat, is from Exonit. He said, if you could say something to the people who supported you from when you were a few hundred followers, what would it be?
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So they know how much developed. I've told them a million times. I say without them, I'll still be trying to work it all out. So I might have even given up because my PC weren't good enough to run the streams and all of that, and I weren't really prepared to start investing money into it when I was trying to save money for my teeth. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I was very blessed that my mods. My computer, it was fine, but I needed to upgrade the graphics card and the hard drive, and my mods brought me both of those upgrades for Christmas. And then the lovely Stephen came round, and because he only lives like an hour or so away from me, so he came and he put it all in my computer, my Bob, because if I tried to do it myself, I probably would have deleted all my I don't know, what do you call it, data. I'm so not techie, like I don't even know, like, what's this called, what's this? Exonit said as well, what is the nicest compliment you've ever received? I've got it, that you're a cunt.
Yeah.
Already answered it, there you go, done. No, seriously, what's the nicest compliment you've received?
I actually don't know. I get a lot of compliments about my teeth at the moment. Tell me, yeah, I like them. So it gives you, because obviously you have the work done, and then you worry people aren't going to like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I say I've not heard anything negative about them yet. So yeah, that's always nice to hear.
Yeah, no, it is. And the next question's from Exonit. He said, who are your top 5 content creators, not including yourself?
Oh, Uncle Tix, Jack McNeil, Super Lit Mario, Chaos Razor, and you.
Oh, shut up! Don't be creeping on my channel. Zach said, Zach Soul, said, why is the Lord such a great guy?
Oh, that's I can't really answer that one.
Yeah, but why? What do you think about you is what appeals to people?
Honesty. I say what I'm thinking when I'm thinking it.
That's true.
If I think something's going to be funny, then I'll make it, and if I find it's funny, then brilliant. But if they don't, oh well, I found it funny. That's
true. And also, patience, Watermelon. I'm getting down to all the questions. Have patience. So Watermelon has insisted on this question to be asked twice. Yeah. He was like, favourite sex position that you've heard of or want to try? Oh, sorry, I'm assuming you're he. I do apologise. They.
Yeah, I don't know how old he is, so I don't know what reply to give.
Well, everyone in this channel should be over 18. And if you're under 18, you need to fuck off. Because this is an adult stream.
That's one thing. I've always wondered that. Like, you never know, though, do you? But he must be.
Well, if they come into a stream that clearly states, I've clearly stated it's a mature stream, put the no under 18s tag, then that's on them.
Well, in that case, probably the one I did with his mum last night.
Oh! Shots fired. Shots fired. There we go. I hope that was the answer you were looking for, Watermelon. I hope that was worth the wait, mate. I hope that was worth the wait. If anyone else has any more questions, pop them in the chat for the Lord. So, obviously, with lockdown and everything, we've all been, I know you've obviously been working during lockdown. So, I know obviously in a mythical future where everything's open again and you can go to any place in the world, because I know obviously you unfortunately missed out on your birthday trip to, was it Orlando, Florida?
Yep.
Where would your dream holiday be once you're able to travel again?
So I still want to do that. My dream holiday would be to about 3 weeks over in America doing Route 66.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, traveling the whole thing. I've got it all planned out. I've had it planned out for years, but I need 21 days to do it all.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very long trip.
Yeah.
Every night staying somewhere different, but I'd love to do that. More realistically, I'll probably just go anywhere that has a nice beach.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Sun.
All inclusive.
Oh, it's all about the all-inclusive. One of the things I loved when I went to Dominican Republic, it was on my honeymoon to the ex-hubby. And I just loved the fact that there was a bar in the swimming pool. So you just sat in the swimming pool having a cocktail. I was just like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like
I had that in Mexico. It's lovely. But did at any point you were sitting at the bar in the water and just thought, how many people are pissing right now?
I never thought that.
First thing that came into my head, I was just sitting there thinking, like, I've seen these people in this pool now for 2-3 hours straight. They've had 10 cocktails at that bar.
Oh, this is true.
And they've not got out once. There's no way they're not pissing in this pool.
But you see, I'm always paranoid because, like swimming pools have that dye now, don't they? So if someone does, this like blue dye.
I don't think many places actually use that.
Oh.
Also, the chlorine you can smell.
Yeah.
Like that smell is only activated when it's cleaning the urine.
Oh, why did you tell me that?
The stronger the smell of chlorine, the more piss there is in the pool.
Oh, see, look, this is why we don't deserve you. You have all these amazing facts.
If you get a bucket of chlorine and just put your head in it, there's no smell to it.
Yeah.
If you then piss in that bucket, shake it up, leave it for a little while, you'll smell what you know as chlorine.
Also, anybody in the channel, just for common sense purposes, please do not get a bucket of chlorine and stick your head in it. We do not condone that kind of behaviour, and it is dangerous. Be safe, read the labels.
And film it.
And film it for content. Stephen, my lovely mod, says he's always wanted to do Route 66 as well because his wife lives in Texas, and he said Texas is great for food and music because he actually lived over in Texas for a while with his wife.
Oh, I missed. You cut off then.
Oh, sorry. I said Stephen wanted to do Route 66 as well because his wife's from Texas and currently is in Texas. So he said Texas is great for food and music because he used to live over there for a while.
Yeah, love to do Texas.
But obviously, pandemic is keeping all the couples apart at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was lucky. I got over to New York last January, and then I come back and it all kind of kicked off.
Well, that's what I mean. It all seemed to kick off last year after like the February half term when everybody went away skiing, wasn't it? And then that was it. Yeah.
And I was very ill when I got back from New York.
Really?
And kind of made me kind of wonder, like, did I bring it back with me?
Maybe.
It would have been in New York when I was there. No one really knew about it.
But that's what I mean. I think a lot of it, happened. People infected was probably December, January last year, and stuff. But yes. Anyone else got any more questions? Pop them in chats. If not, I have a question. I feel this one's relevant based on your content that you do. What body part would you least mind losing if you had to lose one body part? And I think your camera's frozen.
I'm trying to picture like not having it.
Yeah. You paused then, so I didn't hear an answer. Sorry.
Nose.
Nose.
Yeah, I think I want to hear still, so I need my ears.
We only need one.
Yeah, I only need one. Yeah, I think I'll go for. Oh, maybe yeah. An ear. Then we'll go for one ear.
Go for one ear. There we go.
Yeah.
Exotic has asked, why does the Lord wear his hat all the time? I'm going to say receding hairline. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go straight in with that one.
Don't want to spend ages doing my hair in the winter and then it rains. Yeah, that's that. So in the summer, you'll notice I won't be wearing it much.
That's not too bad. I wish I could get away with wearing hats. I keep my hair wild, and it acts as a warning for people to keep back, like a wild animal, like don't get too close. I'm so afraid to answer this one, but I just have to. What is the weirdest reason that you've broken up with someone? That you're allowed to say?
Well, yeah, one girlfriend, she just annoyed me. I don't even know why I was with her. Days for her birthday. I thought, well, I'm going to have to wait until after her birthday. And then she annoyed me on her birthday, and that was when I broke up with her.
Oh, no.
I felt horrible for doing it, but I took her out for a drink, and she was sitting there with her face like a smacked ass. I was looked at her and thought, you know what, I'm done with this. And yeah, a bit of a dick move.
Well, I think sometimes it's just nobody wants to hurt someone else's feelings, but it's always better to do it. I'm very much like, I'd rather have brutal honesty than sugar-coated bullshit any day of the week, Yeah. So it is what it is. Maybe if she'd smiled on her birthday, then you would have waited till the day after.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, I was going to wait until the following week. She had a party the next Saturday I wanted to go to.
Well, it's good to know. It's good to know that, selfless.
I still went as well.
Did you? Do you know, that doesn't surprise me.
It was a really good night.
Did you tell that story in one of your TikToks? I have a feeling. Is that the one where you went upstairs and she was crying, but you went upstairs with another woman? Or am I thinking of another?
No, that's a different one, yeah.
I get so confused between all your drunk stories. Exotic has asked, what has been your favourite TikTok to film?
I liked the penis vs vagina videos.
Yes.
I liked them, but they all got taken down eventually. So I had to kind of give up on them ones, but I enjoyed filming them because it was hard to try and make them so I wasn't being biased.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to pick a thing that could go either way, but I'd give my opinion on it. And people got very upset when I done an episode where the women won.
Did they?
Yeah, man, comments live and go, no, that ain't fair. No, like basically saying I was wrong. I mean, most of my answers were wrong. Well, not wrong, but they could have gone either way.
Yeah.
But I wanted the results to always be really close, and then the last question would kind of sway it to who won.
Yeah.
And if I'd have carried it on going, I'd have always made sure there was an equal amount of women to women winning.
Yeah. But I mean, it's quite funny you say that because talking about, when we were saying about other people on TikTok giving facts and medical professionals. This medical professional was giving a facts last night about women, about something about the pain women experience in labour and stuff. So I was like, yep, I had a 42-hour labour, no gas and air, epidural didn't take, and he was basically talking about how women's pain thresholds are better, women's are slightly better than men. So I made the comment of, all I said was, I agree with that because I had a 42-hour labour and I didn't, there were women coming in screaming and shouting and swearing at their partners, and I was just there like, wimps, The amount of comments I woke up to this morning, my God, I had men absolutely going, well, I'd like to see you getting kicked in the balls. And it's like, mate, they've proven that having period pains is the equivalent of having a heart attack. That's the equivalent pain that we put up with every month. I was like, and then labour is a magnification of that pain, which I was in for 42 hours. It's like, you guys fucking lay on the sofa and act like a baby when you've got a cold. So it's like, yes, kick me in the balls. Bring it on. Like, I'm not going to cry like a little pussy about it.
You can't say that until you've been kicked in the balls, though.
But that literally, and I was like, but I didn't engage. I was like, I am not even going to get into this argument. But then obviously I had the women rallying on my side as well. But it just sort of kicked off, and they started going me on each side, and I was just like, I'm staying out of it. Like, I started this, but I'm just staying out of it.
Do you know why it hurts us when our balls get kicked?
Because they're sensitive.
Yeah, but that was done on purpose. So it was evolution trying to protect them.
Yeah.
They made them extra sensitive to make sure you knew, do not get kicked in these.
Yeah.
That's why it's as painful, or if not more, than childbirth.
Yeah, but they've hooked for social experiment. Oh God, we're going to get into this now. Like they've hooked men up to machines that stimulate labour and stuff. And like even on level 2, which is like the first contractions, which aren't that painful, like normal period pains, and the guys are screaming their heads off, and it's like, mate, we deal with this every month. Like,
but I bet they wouldn't put them same pads on their balls because they know how much that would hurt. True. But I mean, end of the day, I mean, we don't get kicked in the balls that often. I mean, women have babies every day, don't they? Not every woman every day. I mean,
no.
It happens, I imagine the pain is quite equal, except for yours is longer.
But the thing is, it was more the fact that you kind of had some misogynistic men going, well, it's been proven that men have a higher pain threshold than women, and it was just like, stay in your fucking lane, mate. Sit the fuck down. Like,
That goes person to person, doesn't it? Pain threshold.
Yeah, but it's like,
it's not a gender thing.
You try pushing a bowling ball out of your anus and then come talk to me and tell me if that's painful or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane about that one. Oh God, I feel like this is the episode that will get taken down. The amount of stuff that's been talked about today.
Bowling balls at your arsehole.
It's fine. At the end of the day, all I'll say is, well, if you look at so-and-so's stream, they've said worse, and I'll just direct them to other people's content. What is something that you could not live without?
Something.
Yeah, something, or I mean, you could do something and someone.
Oh, it's like someone to be my wife and daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something. I could probably live without anything. What? I heard they call me a liar.
Oh dear. Well, the thing is, funny enough, I was talking to a streamer friend who's
Oh, there you are.
Hello. I was just talking to a streamer friend who was back streaming today, who lives in Texas, and obviously had their electricity off and pipes burst because of the snow and stuff.
Yeah, and wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but they're like me, they pretty much are on their PC every day, all day, every day, and they were like, we had no electricity. Like, I literally didn't know what to do with myself, and I think I would be the same. Like, I need electricity. I need a connection to. I'm a technology junkie. I need a connection to something to just know what's going on and to, speak to people, because there are certain friends I only speak to on social media platforms because it's our only way to talk to each other.
Yeah, I'd be all right as long as I could get out to buy some certain stuff.
Yeah.
If I knew I was going to be without power for say a week, I'd be redecorating the whole house. Doing those jobs that I keep putting off.
That's true.
Yeah, building some stuff in the gardens. I think I'd be all right for so long, but I couldn't do it forever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of like lockdown, wasn't it? It's like none of us were really prepared for that, apart from the people who went out and bought like 5 billion toilet rolls. But like, I mean, we were very lucky that we had a sort of mini heat wave in April. So we kind of just went, all right, we're at home. What should we do? So we kind of got out into the garden and sorted stuff out and done, cleared out all these cupboards that, don't know about anyone else. Stephen's seen it. I got this cupboard under the stairs, which is piled about yay high to the ceiling of stuff. You know, like when you have visitors come over and you tidy up by putting everything in the cupboard under the stairs.
Yeah,
that's my cupboard. Yeah. So, so you know, like
we don't have a cupboard under our stairs.
oh yeah,
anywhere to hide anything.
Mine is big enough for Harry Potter to live in. So, and it is filled to the rafters. I'm actually just waiting for some money. I think I'm getting in April, and then I'm going to have some lovely removal men come and clean. Just take everything away, because obviously it's stuff, because otherwise my car is tiny and I'd have to end up doing like ridiculous amounts of trips to the dump, you know, and it's not worth it with the petrol, because I live in the countryside. So it's like 20-minute drive to the dump and then back. I don't know. Yeah, I'm such a snob. I was like, I'll hire someone to do it.
I'm saying jobs like that I don't like doing.
No.
Luckily we've got a woman, you know those massive 1-ton IKEA bags?
Yeah.
You fill one of them up and she'll take it away for 40 quid. You can put whatever you want in it. Normally 2 of them a year we do, just get rid of all the shit can't be bothered to get rid of.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard because I've got stuff, you know, Minnie's now 8 going on 9, and she's got about 4, 5 crate, like, you know, the black plastic crates in her room of old toys, old books, just odd jigsaw puzzle pieces, cuddly toys she doesn't want anymore, all the clothes she's outgrown, like... There's just so much stuff. I mean, I've got an old tumble dryer that we've been in this house almost 6 years, and I used it once and then it blew up 6 years ago. And, you know, yeah, like, and I can't, it's in the cupboard under the stairs because that's where I put it. But like, I can't physically move it because with my leg and stuff still recovering. So there's loads of things like that and stuff I've put in the shed, and then the shed roof, because the shed's now old, the roof's split and it's leaking, so it's leaked water onto all the stuff so there's all this crap everywhere. So rather than hire a skip and me spend hours trying to throw everything in it, it's easier it's pretty much the same price to hire a guy, you know, 2 guys in a van to just do it themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what I'm going to do. So it might actually be nice this summer because I won't be looking at my garden and everything going, oh, looks a bit shit.
Yeah, I can't wait to get on with the garden.
I think
I like the gardening.
I feel like this weekend with a bit of sun, I've seen people having like their first ice lollies and stuff, and everyone's now really getting in the mood for summer. And but I can't
wait for the barbecues.
I know, but it really annoyed me as well because we all want to get to that June 21st and we want to get out and enjoy ourselves. But then, like I said, me and Minnie took a little drive, you know, in the car, just to kind of get out the house, and we drove past the local park and it is rammed to the rafters, people all mingling with no masks, and it's just like, come on guys.
Yeah, that's the issue. I mean, like I joke about things, but I'm very serious when it comes to these lockdown rules.
Yeah,
you know, I stick to them because they're there for a reason, and if everyone did stick to them in the first place, we would have been out of this a lot sooner.
I know, and it just annoys me because my immune system's sort of compromised. And I haven't left the house since I first fell ill, which was 9 months before the pandemic. So no matter how much bitching and moaning everyone else is doing, like I've been isolating at home since August 2019. So, you know, fuck the lot of you. Like it's almost been 2 years for me.
I got ill 3 weeks before the first lockdown with coronavirus.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was a month into it, everyone was on their first week complaining.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, what? No, I've already gone through this for 3 weeks. You're only just starting it.
But that's how I felt. Like everyone was moaning, going, "Oh, I'm stuck at home." It's like I've been fucking stuck at home for 9 months, love. Like I had to learn to walk again. I came out of hospital in a fucking Zimmer frame. Like, don't come crying to me because you got to stay in your house. But and that was Sassy's rant for this week. Thank you for listening. We are going to move on to our final segment before we finish, which is Confess to Sassy.
Nice.
Shh. Confess to Sassy. Now, I was a bit worried about this one with you because this is where I ask my guest to confess to me one thing they've never told anyone before. But the thing is, you use a lot of your stuff as your content, so I can't actually, I don't know if you'd actually would have something to tell me that, I mean, you could say something that you've done for your content.
Trying to think quickly. I normally, the reason I like to read the comments is they sometimes remind me of a story. And that's kind of what I need right now.
Well, if you need time to think, I can tell people about my guest next week.
Go on, you do that, I'll think.
So next week, you might have heard me mention it before, I have my former co-host of Wellbeing Wednesdays, Owen Morgan. He runs the awareness space. He is a health and wellbeing practitioner dealing with men's mental health, trauma and recovery. And he is also has been my very good friend for about 15 years. Yes, he was there during the party years. And yes, he has stories. And no, he will not be telling you any of them on stream, for the record. But we will be it will just be like the old days. It will be like Wellbeing Wednesday. We're going to talk about his new company, The Awareness Space. He has a podcast now. We're going to be talking about trauma and anxiety, depression, obviously the lockdowns and anything else in between, and men's mental health. So you do not want to miss that next week.
Right, nothing really comes to mind. I did remember a story though.
Go on then, hit me.
Years ago, so I had a mate, but I was also mates with his girlfriend, and she basically confided in me that she had fell pregnant, but she didn't want me telling him. And I've gone, yeah, I won't tell him. And then a couple of days later, I was with him, and he was saying, "Oh, she's been really funny with me lately. She's been really down. She ain't talking to me. I know you talk to her a lot. Has she told you anything?" I went, "Yeah, she has done, but I've promised her I can't tell you." He's gone, "Oh, well, can you not tell me anything?" I said, "No, I can't, but you'll find out in 9 months."
Oh, no.
And I fucked up, and then I had to get him to promise not to tell her that I told him.
Yeah.
And yeah, she found out in the end. She never spoke to me again.
Oh. But did it work out for them? That's the question.
Oh, no. It actually ended up being his brother's baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I swear to God, your life is like EastEnders run.
Yeah.
It's all...
His name was Darren as well.
Watch out for those Darrens. Tricky lot.
Like I've got so many stories, but I do sometimes need them to be sparked.
Yeah.
Right, because I say I was drunk a lot of them. So
and there was a lot of alcohol involved at all times.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My favourite, most recent one, we was at a place called Beer Keller.
Oh, I love Beer Keller. That was my jam.
I've got an employee. He's actually a mate of mine now, like Tolga, big lad he is, and he's got no confidence at all.
Oh.
Anyway, I went to the pub. Well, we went to Beer Keller, and we met this group of girls, and we're chatting to them. You know, I'm quite comfortable talking to other women. I always make a point straight away. You know, I'm married. I don't just say I'm married, but I always get it in there, like, so they know I'm not hitting on them or anything.
You're like, but, yes. It's a point to the hand.
But I wanted to introduce them to Tolga, and this one girl, she was really interested in him, and I forced them to talk all night. And whenever I felt like something was getting uncomfortable, I would chuck a conversation in there, like them talking again. At the end of the night, he basically disappeared. And I said to her, "I'll give me your number and I'll get it to him." And the next day I went, "Here, Tolga, I got a number." He went, "I don't want a number." I went, "Why not?" He went, "No, she just weren't for me." And I was like, "Oh no." And I'm thinking, no, this is really going to work. Like them two, they'll be perfect together.
Yeah.
I spent the next 2 weeks texting her, pretending I was him.
Oh no.
And he was going fine. And when I showed him, he was like, "Oh, you wanker. No, I'm not joking. I didn't like her." I was like, no, you're just being shy. He's like, "No, I actually don't like her." So I thought, "Oh, you horrible bastard." Anyway, we was at work that day, and I told him that I text her, and she's coming down here to meet him at 4:00.
Oh,
he spent the rest of the day cacking his pants until we got to 4:00. Then I told him that it didn't really happen.
Oh, that's me.
But I like winding people up. It's funny.
Yeah, no. I mean, I loved Beer Keller. I mean, the one in Bristol shut in 2019. And obviously I was past, you know, this was all, I used to go obviously before Mini, but they're the best years of my life in my 20s. Whereas at Beer Keller, I mean, the floors were sticky, you know, the music was loud. And back in, I mean, I'm showing my age now, but it was like when I was 18, it was 1999. You do the maths, just turned 40. And, you know, back then there were people doing illegal things in the bathroom and stuff, but it was great. You just walked in and there'd be people shagging in the toilet. You'd be like, die. I thought the door wasn't locked. Yeah, I'll just use this one. You know, it was brilliant. Of course, now they put lights in the bathroom, so people, you know, cameras and shit.
Yeah, Beer Keller, that is the first place I've danced in years. I'm not a dancer.
No.
I was just looking for the video, but then I realised I can't actually get it up on here.
No, but that's the great thing about beer cellar. It was always the best sort of mosh pit. Like people would probably go in there and be punching each other in the face and stuff. Like it's proper violent.
Yeah, so straight up on the table, I had 2 blue jugs. I don't know what was in them.
Blue Lagoon WKD. Yep.
Oh, maybe, yeah. And I must have spilled most of them over everyone. People hate me when I'm drunk.
Did your beer cellar have the wooden benches? Mine had the wooden benches. So I will share one drunken story with you. Since you've shared yours, I'll show one of mine. So this was someone I used to be friends with, but we were friends for like 10 years. And it's about how we met. So I was in beer cellar with some friends and, you know, like you said, dancing, da-da-da. And then I lost my footing and I just went bam onto this guy's lap. And he was like, oh, hello. And I was like, hi, sorry. You know, and obviously I've got a big badonkadonk. So anyway, I don't really, I kind of remembered, but not really. And then I carried on with my day, you know. So went home with whatever guy, can't remember. And then I woke up the next morning and I had a text that said, I hope you found your feet. Or, you know, I was like, I hope you've got better balance today. And I was like, who the fuck's this? And he was like, oh, don't you remember? You like fell on my lap, like when you were drunk. And I was like, no. Like, you know, yeah, like I literally had no idea. And he said we literally had like an hour conversation, like a proper in-depth conversation. And I asked you out on a date and you said yes. But then I saw you leave with another guy and I was like, literally, mate, got no clue. No clue at all. But that's the thing, because beer cellar was always really like darkish lighting. And let's be fair, a lot of the men in beer cellar would be bearded, tattooed, and or piercings. Yeah. So it's really hard to distinguish between the different, especially when you're drunk. And you know, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I just found the video if you want to see it.
Oh, can you get it up on your Discord?
Should be able to.
I don't know how it's going to work though for my overlays. That's the only thing.
See what happens.
Oh yeah, I can't see it on the overlays.
Never mind. I'll send you it off camera. Oh, now I've got to work out how to close it. There we go.
Should be just end stream. Yeah.
There we go. Is that good your end?
It's still up there saying watch stream. Oh, there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I'll send you that.
Yeah, no worries. But I would like to thank you for being here today. It's been fun.
Oh, you're welcome.
It's been fun sharing stories. And also finding out that June was your favourite season. That was definitely a highlight. Like I said, do not forget to tune in next week where I have Owen Morgan on, health and wellbeing practitioner. I mean, yeah, if any of you were here for Wellbeing Wednesdays, you know what it's like. It's going to be a cool, safe space and we're just going to talk about everything and anything. But for now, I would like to thank my guest, Lord Cunter. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I hope the rest of you have a lovely Sunday and the rest of your evening. And we will catch you all soon. Take care.
See you later.